It shouldn't be all that surprising to hear me say that I'm a bit of an RGB nut. I mean, I even have RGB in my very ugly and very badly designed channel header. And whenever I get the opportunity to add more RGB to my life, that's exactly what I do. And in this video, I'll be doing it thanks to Yeelight, who sent me 2 of their smart 1S color LED bulbs and a 1S light strip to test out with their new Razer Chroma connector. That's right, folks. Yeelight has officially partnered up with Razer, and that should mean we're in for some next-gen RGB goodness.
You're not a gamer unless you're RGB, bitch.
And if you want to share in that goodness, Yeelight is currently hosting a competition where you can win one of their color kits, which includes 2 of the same 1S color bulbs and the same 1S light strip I'll be using in this video. So be sure to check it out at the link in the description. Now, before we see what Yeelight's new Razer Chroma integration can actually do, it's probably a good idea to get a sense of what we're working with here first. And I'm gonna be honest, I was not expecting either the bulbs or the strip to be as high quality as they are. The 1S color bulb is reassuringly heavy, is clearly built with premium materials, and feels like it should cost a heck of a lot more than the $26 it's selling for right now. It features built-in Wi-Fi, giving you full control over the bulb via the Yeelight app, or if you're already in the smart home game, you can also use it with Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, the Apple HomeKit, and SmartThings. The bulb is dimmable, features a wide color temperature range, is decently energy efficient, and most importantly, you can change it to whatever dang color you want. Nice. The 1S strip is equally dope with the exact same smart functionality as the bulb, and the base version is a long boy coming in at around 2 meters, though you can daisy chain multiple strips up to 10 meters. It's about $53 right now, is built remarkably sturdy and from good quality components, comes with a smart hub, and looks legitimately classy, unlike a lot of the cheaper options out there. And as someone who's been through multiple cheap light strips, one of which tried to burn my house down, can tell you, it's not a good idea to cheap out on these things. Anyway, specs aside, the lighting options and functionality that these things bring to the table are fantastic. They're surprisingly bright, even with darker colors, which a lot of RGB lights struggle with, and their versatility, ease of use, not good, friend. Ease of use and fair pricing puts them right near the top of the smart lighting stack for me. Not that I've had a ton of experience with smart lighting, but still. With that out of the way, it's time to get back to the point of this video. Yeelight's new Razer Chroma Sync functionality. First, the lights need to be set up, which is luckily a pretty simple and quick process. You just download the Yeelight app on either iOS or Android, log in or register an account, add devices to your Wi-Fi network with a few simple steps, and they should be mostly ready to go. Just make sure you update your lights to the latest version and make sure that LAN control is enabled. I did have some trouble connecting the lights to my janky Wi-Fi setup once or twice, but I can hardly blame the lights for that. Next, theoretically, you download and log into Razer Synapse 3 if you haven't already, install and run the free Yeelight Razer Connector software, and the lights should be ready to sync with your other Razer peripherals and to your favorite games like Overwatch, Apex Legends, or any of the other games in the Chroma Workshop. And it should look a little something like this. In reality though, at least in my case, it wasn't quite that simple. In order for all this to work, the lights on your gaming system need to be connected to the same network. And mine was not, as Yeelight helpfully pointed out to me. But after reconfiguring the router that the lights were connected to and telling it to stop acting like it wasn't part of the family, the lights showed up in my Yeelight Razer Connect app, but even then it wasn't all smooth sailing as I hoped it would be. This new functionality is, very new, and at least during my experience of getting everything set up, I did encounter a few bugs. The most annoying of which being lights not popping up in the connector like they should without some quick troubleshooting, and the lights either not working with Synapse at all or not showing any effects in the games where they should be. That being said, the lights not showing up could be an issue with my janky Wi-Fi setup, and the integration issues with Synapse could be ironed out relatively quickly with future updates, especially since Yeelight is supposedly working on more products built to work with the Chroma ecosystem. Bugs and connection issues aside though, when everything works like it's supposed to, it's one hell of an experience. Just being able to control the lights using my PC at all is awesome, but add to that Razer's extensive customization options for different lighting effects, and my setup came alive like never before. The lights on my setup at least didn't seem quite optimized for certain effects just yet, like not playing well with the breathing and wave effects, and in a lot of the effects the lights did kind of switch from one color to the next very jarringly, but I'm pretty confident that stuff like that will be patched out. And if not, similar effects are already built into the Yeelight mobile app and work perfectly with the lights, so it wasn't really that big of a deal to me at all. Speaking of big deals, the fact that the lights react to various actions in-game, just like most RGB Razer peripherals, is by far the biggest and coolest one. Games like Overwatch are especially well optimized for Chroma Connect and provided the best experience by far. When the game loads up, everything goes yellow. When you pick a character, each one has a unique color assigned to them. When you put up Reinhardt's shield, everything goes all blue. When you hack or get hacked by Sombra, the lighting glitches out. With Mercy, the lights switch between blue or yellow depending on whether you're healing or damage boosting, and whenever your ultimate is ready to go, the lights will let you know about it in a big way. And then again when you decide to use it. It's absolutely glorious. I also had a ton of fun with it in Apex Legends, where the lights would flash a certain color while dropping in, flash while picking up loot, go blue or green depending on whether you're using like shields or a med kit, just go crazy when you press Q with Octane, and even flashes red while you're burning from like a thermite grenade. It's awesome, man. Obviously, just like with a lot of the other parts of this process, the lights didn't work perfectly with Chroma Connect either. Sometimes the lights would flicker or jump to a different color than they're supposed to before like jumping back. When you use Widow's ultimate in Overwatch, the crazy cascade of color that goes along with using an ultimate lasts throughout the whole thing, and I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to happen. And there are a few other smaller bugs that just generally try to spoil the experience. And if I really wanted to nitpick here, I wish the lights would react according to different environments and situations. Like, if I could play something like Horizon Zero Dawn, have the lights mimic the color of the scene or go brighter or dimmer depending on like the lighting conditions in the game, that would be amazing. But that really is just nitpicking, as I'm sure all of that is down to specific games and their developers or Razer choosing whether or not to implement stuff like that, rather than falling on Yeelight's hardware or software. So what's the takeaway here then? Honestly, taking into account the issues I had during setup, the issues I had with the software, and the weird lighting bugs that popped up while playing Chroma Connect games, it's still fantastic. When everything works like it's supposed to, which happens far more often now that I've gotten like everything set up correctly, the experience as a whole makes me almost entirely forget about all that bad stuff. And hopefully, as the software gets better, most of that bad stuff will be worked out. The lights kind of acted like an extension of my monitor, drawing me into games a lot more and made everything feel more intense, especially in faster-paced games like Apex and Overwatch. And look, I know that Yeelight isn't the first smart lighting brand to make this functionality available in their products, but the quality of the products they sent me, along with a very reasonable pricing, especially when compared to some of the more well-known brands, finally makes getting a setup like this actually seem worthwhile. Which has never really been the case for me. Anywho, let me know down in the comments if you'd actually consider getting a setup like this, or if you think it's just way too much and too distracting for you. And remember to check out the link in the description if you want to enter Yeelight's competition. Or if you prefer to buy your stuff, I'll be dropping affiliate links down there too if you want to support the channel. So big thanks to Yeelight for sending me these things to play around with. I'll probably be using them in a lot of upcoming videos just because I can and they look cool. And big thanks to all of you for watching. Subscribe for more, like, share, do all the things, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.